Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of The Professor and the Idiot. This is my guest, Professor Flitwick, and I, of course, am your gracious host, Mr. Troutmouth the Idiot. Now, before we get into things, we always like to honor our sponsors who keep this show alive. Arby's.
We got the meat.
Tums.
Tum.
And Red Bull.
Red Bull gives you wings. Also gives you number 2.
Anyway, our guest today is a microbiologist, very exciting, and she's going to teach us about cells and how they keep us safe from prisoners. But before we go ahead and get into those details, we want to learn a little bit more about Professor Flitwick.
No, I'm just going to cut you off there. We're not talking about prisoners or jail. We're not talking about prison. We're talking about cells inside your body, not a prison cell.
Well, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree on that, I guess. Anyway, why don't you tell us a little bit about where you're from?
Well, first off, I was born in a McDonald's parking lot.
Okay, let's try something different. Where did you go to school?
Nunya.
Oh, yeah.
Nunya business.
My understanding, we did our homework on the show like we always do before we come into it, so we're well educated, is that you are a former sumo wrestler.
That is a true fact. I did do sumo wrestling as a hobby when I was younger. Since then, I have lost about 750 pounds.
Wow.
And I have definitely gained health in my system full of cells.
Well, hey, good for you. That is wonderful. Now let's go ahead and jump right on into the topic at hand here, talking about cells. What do we have back here, Professor?
Well, first off, cells are the building blocks of a plant or an animal.
Okay, very good. So when I see the cell here, I'm judging by my stature as a grown man. I have about say 20 or 25 of these in my body, correct?
Incorrect. So this is just a representation of the cell. This right here, is definitely not the size of the cell. The cells are microscopic. You have billions upon billions of these in one of your body.
Wait, there's billions of these in my body?
Yes.
You just blew my mind. Anyway, all right, well, so there's that fact, apparently. And so, also on this page, we have something else drawn here. Can you explain that to us?
Yes, so this is the cell wall. The function of the cell wall is it helps protect and support the cell, and it gives the plant cell the shape.
Oh, very good. So this keeps the prisoners in the prison, and so we're safe on the outside. Is that correct?
No, incorrect again. So, we're not talking about prison. This is a cell inside your body. We're not talking about prison at all whatsoever.
Well, move on.
Okay.
So what do we got here with the avocado thing?
This is a nucleus. It contains chromosomes or DNA, and it's kind of like the control center of everything.
So is this something specific just to babies? Or because it's nucleus? And what about me being older? Is it old cleus, or how does that work?
No. It doesn't have to do with age at all. It's like nucleus is just the name. It doesn't depend on your age at all.
Oh, it doesn't discriminate based on age?
No.
Oh.
No discrimination factor.
That sounds really wonderful. That's
Yes.
really nice.
Yes.
Well, let's move on to something else here. So now that we know about this nucleus... here we go. What is this? What is this?
This is the cell nucleolus. It makes ribosomes.
So this thing is like an eyeball.
No.
And, well, I wasn't finished. It's like a eyeball with chocolate chips around it.
No.
Are they in your eyeball?
No, there's no chocolate chips in eyeballs.
Are there cells in my eyeballs?
I think.
So it's in my eyeball.
There's no chocolate chips in your eyeball.
You're telling me I got billions of eyeballs in my body?
No. No.
Okay.
This is the nucleus. This is a part of the cell. This is a part of the thing in the cell upon the billions of cells in your body.
Yeah, but what's its function?
Makes ribosomes.
Okay, well, let's move on to the next thing here.
Okay.
Ah, yes, of course, familiar chromosome. Chromosome. Yeah, that's what I just told everybody. Everybody heard me correctly. So what do we got? What's interesting about this here?
It carries genetic information. It directs all the cell's actions, including the reproduction.
I gotta admit, Professor, that sounds a little bit boring. What else does this thing do?
Exactly that.
That's all it does?
What more should it do?
Well, I don't know. My friend Bob Sacramento, he carries stuff all the time. He's moving in and out of apartments left and right. This doesn't sound that, quite frankly,
We're not talking about this Bob Sacramento here. We're talking about this one piece of a cell.
Okay, so this again is in the cell.
Yes, this is a part of the cell that carries genetic information, directs all the cell actions, including the reproduction.
That sounds pretty simple. All right, let's get something else up in there.
Okay.
We got a very engaged audience that likes new flashy things here. So, here we go right here. What are we staring down the barrel of right here?
The cytoplasm. It supports the cell organelles.
Well, lottie frickin' da. What else does this thing do?
Supports the cell organelles.
Well, can you say it in another way?
Supports the cell organelles. Actually, because you think of nothing but the actual subject, what do these look like to you?
Well, that looks like a pizza and that looks like a pool.
Perfect. Okay. So it supports this. So we'll just say for the pizza, it'll be a like a tray to carry the pizza on. For the pool, it'll be the foundation of the building for the pool.
But what about like the oven mitts?
I don't know. I don't study pizza and pools.
But that's what you said it's like.
Because you think of nothing but the subject.
Okay. Well, let's move on to something else.
Okay.
All right. Cell membrane. Well, go ahead and tell us a little bit more about the cell membrane here to our very sophisticated audience that we have here.
Yes, so the cell membrane controls what goes in and out of the cell.
So, like, if I wanted to get out of prison, I could call up, like, a cell membrane, like these jellyfish guys, and they would come and, like, sting the guards, and then, like, I could just run right out?
Absolutely incorrect. No.
But you said they control what gets in and out of the cell.
In the one cell out of the billions of cells. So if there's just one little cell in your body, this is what helps go in, like, get this piece right here is connected in the cell and helps what goes in and out go in and out. That's their only way.
Well, you're making me feel bad, Professor, because I can't seem to distinguish between what you're talking about getting out of a cell in a prison, which is a concern of many of our viewers for their own personal safety these days,
Well, stop talking about prison.
to these things being in our bodies. This is my program, and I ask the questions.
Yes, and this is in one cell, not a cell, in a prison. It's a cell it's a piece. You have many cells, not a jail cell or anything like that. This is a cell we're talking about. And then the cell membrane is a part of the cell, not anything like the prison. This is what goes in it.
Okay.
Things in and out.
Okay, I think I'm following you. Whatever else. So what else do you have here to tell us about these cells? What's...
It's a cell membrane.
But do you have another sheet of paper behind this blue sheet of paper here?
Yes.
Can I see it?
Yes.
Tell me more about this.
Mitochondria.
What does it do?
The function organelle that produces most of the cell's energy.
So my understanding is we humans get our energy from drinking Red Bull, which is one of our key sponsors here to keep us afloat. So this is like Red Bull?
No, this is not Red Bull.
Well, we get energy from Red Bull. We get energy from mitochondria. Which one is it?
It could be both. Both. Like, this is only for the cell. This makes the cell have energy, not us. Well.
Wait, so does this give you wings too?
No.
But Red Bull gives you wings, but this just produces the cell's energy, right?
Yeah, this produces the cell's energy.
It's pretty easy enough. All right, let's see what else we got here.
Okay. This is the lysosomes.
Yes.
Yes.
And what does it do here?
The function is to break down unneeded material and get rid of its waste.
I think I got this now. So its job is to break down the unneeded material and to get rid of the waste. Is that correct?
Correct, but you just copied off what I have.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I didn't do that.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I was simply listening to what you said, and I just heard it through my own filter and said it back.
That is incorrect.
That's incorrect.
No.
Anyway, let's move on here. Oh, this looks familiar to me. Okay, so what do we got here? Learning a little bit more about the cell, of course, here. Never ends, apparently. Okay, and what is its function?
Storage for food, water, and waste.
Oh, man, my brain is just thinking so hard on what this is. So here's what I'm picturing. I picture like a toilet, but on top of the toilet, get this, wait, there's a refrigerator. Because it stores food, it has water, and it's got waste. Like you said with the Red Bull thing earlier. Is that kind of what this swimming pool is like?
No. You're saying this is a toilet and refrigerator, and now you're saying it's a swimming pool. What one is it?
Well, it's a refrigerator on a toilet because of its function.
Yeah. No, this is
fantastic.
Not that. This is not that.
All right, well, what else we got here? It seems like we're kind of wrapping things up here a little bit.
Yeah, this is the last one, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Okay. This is the Golgi body. It modifies, packages, and transports protein.
That's incorrect.
How do you know?
Well, okay, I don't know. But, so you're going to tell me, like, these are bodies in a cell in my body. So there are like billions of bodies in my body. There are billions of Mr. Troutmouths in Mr. Troutmouth. Is that what you're telling me?
No. This is just a part part of one cell. Golgi body is just the name. Just the name.
It seems like a ridiculous name.
All it does is modify, package, and transport protein.
Okay. Well, that's all the time we have for this show. And we are very appreciative of you being here, Professor. I want to thank you very much. Is there anything that you would like to share with our millions of viewers that we have out here that tune in every week?
I don't think you have a single viewer.
Well, we do. We have millions of viewers.
That's incorrect.
No, that's incorrect.
No. That's incorrect.
No. What you just said is incorrect. What I said was correct.
No, that all of what you said is incorrect.
That's incorrect.
No, that's incorrect.
That's incorrect.
That's incorrect. He's just always incorrect.
That's incorrect too.
No, that's incorrect.
That's incorrect.
That is incorrect.